There is one thing I wish I knew earlier as an ICT concept trader. I'm about to show you a top secret that will change and help you to pass proof firm challenges with ease and as fast as possible. It's simple. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do here is to come to the chart, and what do you want to do? Now, meanwhile, before we move on, this was a trade which was actually taken, and I posted this on my free Telegram channel, and you might want to check it out after you are done watching this video. But wait, don't just go without understanding whatever I want to share with you in this video, because you are going to learn a lot. So we'll go to the 15-minute time frame, and on the 15-minute time frame, what exactly do we want to do? Okay, so on the 15-minute time frame, we want to ensure that we know where price is currently. So we're going to use the replay tool so that we have a perfect understanding of how this works. So first, we are going to wipe this out. All right, so I'm going to take this out, and let's use this replay tool for instance. So this is where we are on the chart on the 15 minutes, and we're going to use 15 minutes with this particular strategy. All right, now understand this. I literally focus more on the 15-minute price action because I take my trades on the 1 minute time frame. So 15 minutes actually can remove the blood from your eyes. Even ICT himself said if you can treat your 1 hour and 5 minutes like your daily time frame, is going to be a game changer. Actually, this is what I found to be working for me, and this is why I'm doing this right now. So on the 15-minute chart, what exactly can we see? So for those of you who might be asking, okay, what about these lines? This an indicator, previous day's high, and previous day low, and this is midnight open, right? And this is New York opening price. All right, New York opening price, as you can see, 2:30 p.m. GMT plus 1 time, and around 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so basically what we want to do now is identify where price is currently. So where do we start? We are going to start from the highest point into the lowest point. So in this particular leg, where is the lowest point in this leg? This is the lowest point on this leg, and this is the highest point on this leg. So automatically this is our price action. So we want to work with the price action that is in this particular zone. Now, one secret that I want to share with you is this: don't look at previous historical price action that is as far back as 3 months. It's going to be useless. All right, especially once you are working with a 15-minute time frame. So that's one secret, one of the things that I want you to learn. All right, so keep watching, because I'm also going to share with you other secrets as well. So now we have our break of structure, so we can simply call this a break of market structure. Now after this, after we've identified break of market structure, we want to see inducement. And where is the inducement? So to understand your inducement, you need to understand the first valid pullback. Understand your valid pullback and you are good. So in this particular leg, where is our valid pullback? Our valid pullback is here. These are valid pullback, okay? And we're anticipating that price takes out this low. All of these, there is no valid pullback here. I know most of you will say, okay, we have some pullback here, M pattern and so on. No, there's no valid pullback here, right? So this is where we want to look out for inducement, of which inducement actually occurred right there. All right, so now that it has been taken, what exactly are we anticipating? We're actually looking for this high to be taken. Okay, so once we know that this high should be taken, meaning we want to be looking for buying opportunities, right? So at this particular point, this is where price were. All right, this is where price were. We must understand this. First thing first is this: we're anticipating the price, react from this zone and push to where, push to the upside, and to do what? To take out this high potentially, right? But unfortunately, price never came down there, came up to that level. And what do? It's simple, and take note of this. This is the next secret, guys. Very, very powerful. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel in case you have not done that. All right, because when you do this, it helps a lot. So this is it, and look at that. Boom, that's a sweep, right? And what happened next after the sweep? A massive displacement to the downside. So how then does this help, or how does this facilitate our entry? How does this give us an idea of what we should be doing? All right, this is quite simple, and it's actually based on understanding of what price action is doing at every given point in time. All right, so first thing first is this: once you've identified your sweep of market structure, and take note, this sweep must happen on the higher time frame. All right, now when I say higher time frame, where's our higher time frame now? The higher time frame is our 15-minute time frame. So now if you are trading, you want to take your trades on the 5-minute, then you might want to see this sweep, where you might want to see this sweep in on the 1 hour time frame, right? But seeing that we take our trades on the 1 minute, we want to see the sweep on the 15-minute time frame. So we have the sweep here, and what happened after the sweep? This low got violated, right? And this low got violated with a wick, right? So this is the secret, guys. Now that we have a sweep, we might want to be looking for potential entry opportunity to the upside. All right, now no opportunity was given here. All right, and we now have this, and this becomes our break of structure. All right, don't worry, you don't have to get yourself confused. It's quite simple, and these are break of structure. Okay, and automatically, what are we looking for? We're looking for what? Inducement to be taken. And in this case, where is our inducement? Okay, our inducement is here. Okay, these are inducement. Now after the inducement is taken, we want to see price movement, something like this. Inducement taken. So if this sweep liquidity, fine. Otherwise, we want to expect price to push up. Now if we look to the left, where exactly can you see a potential order block? Right, so our potential order block supposed to be somewhere here, right? This is supposed to be our potential order block, because this also have a flip on it, right? So we also have a flip right here. Now also understand that we have what? Bunch of liquidity lying right here. So all of these are liquidity, right? So what happens to liquidity? Liquidity ought to be taken. All right, so once liquidity have been swept, we might want to look for potential opportunities. So this is the environment of the trade. All right, so we're going to play price to see exactly what price is doing. All right, now that we've gotten an idea of how the environment actually look like, so we want to see opportunities for us to get involved in the market. All right, and this is very, very important, guys. All right, so you see that price never respected the zone, so this means that we are not taking any entries here. So what exactly are we waiting for? Inducement have been taken, so we're anticipating for what? Our secret. And what's our secret? Sweep of liquidity. And where is it? Somewhere there, right? So let's see and play price and see what exactly is happening. So if this were to be reacting like this from here with wicks, then we could potentially look for sell to the downside. All right, so we can see that there is a kind of sweep of liquidity going on right there. All right, and if you go to the lower time frame, for instance, if we go to the lower time frame, what exactly can we see? Liquidity. Can you see that, guys? What? Liquidity. And this is a 15-minute sweep, and we can find our liquidity here. So if we play price to the downside, more liquidity is being created. All right, and we see a sweep of liquidity to the upside and sweep of liquidity to the downside. Meanwhile, I want to point out something here as well. All right, I want to point out something here as well. Now, if we go back to our 15-minute time frame, what exactly can we find? Remember, we talked about this break of structure, talked about this inducement take out by this sweep, right? And look at this. Price is reacting from where? From this particular order block. And basically, as earlier stated, we should be expecting that price to taking out, our price should be able to take out this high. All right, but unfortunately, what price is doing currently is giving us an indication that, okay, it's not willing to break that high. Why? Because we have some liquidity being swept. So this is a London high. Take note, this is a London high. Okay, and we have a London low somewhere here. These are London low. Okay, so we have the high and the low of the London. And what happened? Price came and did what? And took out the highs. All right, with a sweep. Took out the highs with a sweep. Now, after the takeout of the high with a sweep, what exactly should we expect? We ought to expect what? Price to come to the downside. But this must be done based on what? It must be done based on context. All right, must be done based on context. So now let me show you what I mean by context. I will go to the 1 minute time frame right now, and what exactly are we going to look for? We want to look for potential opportunities to get engaged. Now we see a liquidity here, a sweep here. There is no valid inducement leg here, so you can actually see this as what? Let me show you. Let's say we can see this as a single move, like something like this. All right, let's make it simple, something like this. Okay, so this is exactly what we're saying, and there is no point of taking any entries around here. So we want to see a sweep, right? What sweep again? We are looking for liquidity sweep, and in this case, we're anticipating that this high should be swept. All right, so if you see an opportunity to take your buys from here, it's fine. Why? Because that's, you want to play both sides of the market. So this is exactly what I mean. So we have this and probably somewhere here. All right, so if you want to play both sides of the market, fine, and something like this. So like for me personally, once I have a particular area direction in mind, I like to stick to that particular direction. But if I want to do the opposite, then I will have to risk little, all right, and target a low hanging fruit. All right, so because price can literally change from, or rather react from this zone. Okay, so let's see exactly what price is doing right now. Okay, so that was very fast. Price never came and tagged me in, and truly in live price action, this actually happened to me today, and boom, you see, that was massive. So until I saw this, which I was also expecting, so this is where this higher time frame. Remember, don't get caught on the lower time frame. This is another secret, guys. Never get caught on the lower time frame. All right, so the first secret is for you to understand the environment. Then second, you need to understand the liquidity which comes by a sweeping of a previous swing point. And also you need to understand exactly what price is doing, and you just have to stay in the environment of your trade. Now this environment can be called the context. All right, even ICT himself talked about it. Right, you don't just take a trade because you want to. Right, you just have to understand both the higher time frame and the lower time frame perspective. Don't get caught on the lower time frame. Okay, so now that we have this doesn't look like a sweep, right? But let me show you. Let's play this and see. All right, so we are also seeing multiple opportunities. All right, so at this point, let me show you something real quick. Now take note of this. I know it's a little bit complex, guys, but don't worry, just watch this video again and you will have an understanding of what I'm doing. All right, so remember, this is the Asian session, right? This is the Asian session, and if we pull and draw the 50% of the Asian zone, which I think 50% should be around here. So where is our percentage? And this is it. All right, this 50%. Okay, and this was the candle that traded into the 50%, and if we pull that on, you can literally see that this was a sweep. All right, you can see that this was a sweep to the teeth, right? And this is one of the indicator that okay, price might be willing to go to the downside. You get it? So we'll go back to our entry time frame, which in this case is 1 minute. All right, so which is 1 minute. And I also want you to understand this, that there is, let's clear this up right now, and okay, something like this. Now there is no change of character here, okay? And the truth is, you don't always have to wait for a change of character to enter a trade. You just have to have an understanding of what price is doing, and take note, liquidity must be taken, and that's one of your takeout in this particular video. All right, so we see that there are a lot of liquidity right here at this zone. So if you are taking any trade, for instance, let's assume you are taking a trade from this particular area. All right, let me show you what to do. You must take note, you must have this high in mind. All right, and this was why some time ago when I started with ICT talked about placing your stop loss 10 pips above the actual zone that you would have placed your stop loss. So for instance, if you want to place your stop loss here, ICT said place it 10 pips above. All right, but you can see at the moment I can't do this. All right, this is far too much for me. All right, so I'm just telling you what you could do. All right, you might, because one, I have an understanding of okay, what could potentially happen in this zone, right? So this is just 2 pips. All right, so I might want to add 0.5 pips. So if I do that, it will give me this. So I might also want to target this low. Remember, this low was not tagged. All right, so which makes, if price reacts on this zone, which should make this very, very easy to target. Why? Because we have liquidity. Why? This is kind of reacting from the middle of nowhere. Okay, so let's play price, and okay, we are seeing a nice reaction, and after the reaction, let's see. Okay, so you can see that this high has been swept. Let me show you again. So this is liquidity. So this is very, very obvious. We have liquidity, 15-minute liquidity, where 15-minute liquidity. All right, we have what, 1 minute liquidity. This is insane. So at this point, I might want to wait for an entry opportunity, and I want to see a candle close. And okay, this is it. So at this point, this is where I am willing to take my sales. So before then, I can literally wait for price action to give me more confirmation. Okay, so in this case, where's my confirmation? This is my confirmation. So I might want to enter my trade here based on this. So, and in this scenario, I can literally put my stop loss here. Okay, but as you all know, I like 2 pips stop loss, all right, or a little bit above, and I can literally target this whole zone or the whole of 15-minute area, right? But this particular trade, I think I took around 8 risk to reward ratio, which is 8%, which literally passed my pro firm challenge. Yep, something like this. All right, and don't worry, I'm going to show you something real quick. So at this point, let's say I missed this first entry, or I was waiting for confirmation just like today, all right, because I was expecting this high to be taken. So I was waiting for a sweep, which already happened, got my confirmation, and boom, to move in. So let's see, we just have to wait, and we see a nice tag, a nice reaction from that zone, and price kept moving. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. Okay, let's play price a little more. Okay, so at this point we see a lot of choppy market, and it's all right. So this is a very, very powerful movement and a massive push away. So at this point, there's another thing we must also understand. All right, now, so long this low have not been taken, so how many secrets have I told you in this video? So like literally I've said about four secrets. So you might want to find them out again, watch this video again over and over again, like and ask your question in the comment section. So at this point, this is another opportunity for us to get involved in the trade. So if I miss this, I will not miss this. All right, so as you can see, I literally took okay, these 2 pips, so my stop loss will just have to be a little bit above, and this particular one you can actually target the same zone or target this low for your low hanging fruit, right? But for this scenario, let's target this same low. Okay, then I'm going to show you something. Just keep watching. I want to show you something real soon. All right, let's see. Now, if price are taking this low, then I wouldn't be looking for opportunity here. You understand? So now I'm in this trade, I don't have to take this one. Why? The reason is I already risked my 1% here. Okay, so if I risk my 1% here, I wouldn't want to take a risk here without covering for that risk. So if I'm going to cover for this risk, then probably I just have to risk a little a lower percentage. Okay, so let's play price and see what's happening. So we are seeing a massive rally off, and okay, all right, so this is a massive push to the upside, and it has literally tagged this in. And at this point, what was I thinking? I was saying, okay, so if I'm not able to get into the trade, or I'm not confident enough, right, because of the kind of price action that happened right here, so what do? I will have to simply wait. All right, there is no harm in waiting, guys. There are a lot of opportunities in the chart. All you need to do is have an understanding, know what you are doing, right? Go for knowledge and be patient. Okay, so now you might say, okay, should I just take my trades from here? No, there is no perfect confirmation yet. Okay, so you can literally take your trade. So if, for instance, let's say you are taking a trade here, all right, so if you take a trade here, your stop loss can be the same zone, and this time around it should be bigger, right? So you might say, okay, why didn't I put my stop loss here? The reason is because this particular move did not create any high, unlike this one. So the high that we have is here. So this is what we have, right? So let's play price and see. Let's clean this a little bit so that I just hope you are understanding what I'm doing. If you are, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, so this is perfect for me. Now take note, this low have not been taken, so I might also see another opportunity, and that's here. So let's assume that I missed this trade, right? Missed this trade, and if I see this, right, I'm going to take this trade. And in this case, where will it be? Now we had same principle, guys, nothing too fancy. I'm not going to sugar, I'm not going to hide anything. And literally, boom, you put your your entry here, and your stop loss a little bit higher. Now you might ask, okay, why should my stop loss be here? It's quite simple, guys. Price has already swept liquidity, so there is no point, and we already have the confirmation, so there is no point of us expecting price. Obviously this is the safest zone for your stop loss, right? But based on experience, I can tell you this is it. So at this particular instance, all I did was to target just 5 risk to reward ratio, just 5, 1 to 5, and the first one was 1 to 8, which was this one. So out of all of these I just shared with you, I took two entries in particular, this one and this one, and you can see it on my free Telegram channel. And okay, let's play price and see exactly what happened. Okay, so we have a nice tag right here, and you see how price began to push to the downside with full momentum. So okay, now this low have been taken. Take note, we are not going to look for any entry opportunity again. So you might say, okay, why am I not going to look for opportunity here? It's quite simple, right? The structure have been violated. This particular move to the upside have been violated. So let me show you something. So this is the whole leg, all right, something like this. Okay, so if we are expecting price to sell from here, it's not a high probability, and there is no zone, no valid zone here. All of these zones have been mitigated. You see that price have been mitigating all of this zone, why it kept going to the downside. All right, so let's play price. So if peradventure I decide to take any trade, then I will expect that this high is taken, and obviously I will have to check the higher time frame, which is a 15-minute time frame. All right, so at this point I'm actually sitting on my hands waiting for either my stop loss to be hit or take profit to be hit. And as you can see, 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio have been hit, and price is going to the downside nicely, and boom, this was exactly how I did it. And you can literally pass any profile challenge. You can grow your account. Now this is very vital. The reason why I'm saying this is you actually need one trade, just one trade. You see various opportunities, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let me assume that I took all of these 5 trades with 1%, right? This would have been somehow very productive, right? But what I did was I just have to take one out of it, and that will be it. So you don't have to target everything. I'm just showing you this so that you can know exactly when to get in at the appointed time. So that is exactly what we have right here. So it's quite simple. So at this point you can just go to the 15-minute time frame and look for price action. What's price doing? So based on what price is doing, we might even see price come down to the zone. Okay, so that's basically it, guys. So smash the like button and you can see it's playing out exactly as said, and boom.